Hello, everybody. My name is Cory Rosen, and you're listening to the Story Podcast. The Story with Cory, that is, too.
Yes.
Today we have on Olivia Elizabeth Basar. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing phenomenal, and it's a nice fall day.
Nice
rain.
Rainy. Yes.
I like
nice
the rain.
Downpour. It is nice.
Olivia is a indie singer-songwriter based in the Harrisburg, PA area. She developed a love for music at a young age and began releasing original music back in 2023. Her song Back Where I Was featured on SiriusXM's Kelly Ogden show in their new artist spotlight, and her music has also been featured on WXPN, The River 97.3, and Fuzz 96.1 radio. In addition, she has received nominations for Best New Artist and Best Pop Artist at the Central Pennsylvania Music Awards, which, by the way, the nominations are still open until the end of November.
Yes, that's correct.
So be sure to nominate
yes, a little plug. Yes, nominate you for your podcast and
her for everything else.
For everything, all of
Best
the categories. Yeah,
just everything. Why not?
Yeah.
Her sound is influenced by everything from alternative rock and pop to folk music with confessional style lyrics and a love for blending musical genres. I've already asked you, how are you doing today?
You did, but I'll answer
Well?
again. Yeah, I'm still doing well from
Good.
the last minute that you asked.
So you mentioned you got started at a young age. What really sparked your interest in music?
I think where it started for me was really like singing in church, honestly.
Okay.
My sister, she's 3 years older than me, but when she was very young, she asked my mom, like, she wanted to sing with the church choir. And they were called the folk group because they used acoustic guitars. So like they were like the folk group church choir. So anyway, I come along and I started doing it with them, just singing. So I think that's kind of where it really started for me. I was also in like another children's choir. We would have like a few concerts a year where we would sing like a mix of like more contemporary pieces, classical pieces. I took piano lessons. So I think kind of honestly, like my sister, her interest in music, I was kind of following her, and in the meantime, I fell in love with it. But yeah, for me, singing was like, that's where it started, but it was more in a group setting because I was always in a group, in a choir, or I also did like the musicals at my high school. So it was typically in a group setting that I was doing any kind of singing. It wasn't really that much by myself. That kind of came a lot later. But yeah, I think it was just like having family members doing music related stuff, and that kind of just sparked that interest for me.
And so you said you took piano lessons, but if I remember correctly, I see you playing guitar a lot.
Yeah, it's funny because I always tell people that, like, piano was my first instrument, and guitar I never took like actual lessons. I just kind of taught myself things. But interestingly enough, with like the songwriting part of my music journey, I tend to write on guitar, which is interesting because you would think, oh, like piano is the first instrument you learned. You would think I would gravitate more towards writing on the piano. But I think because when I started songwriting, for whatever reason, that was around the time when I picked up a guitar for the first time. And that kind of opened up my world to songwriting.
Sure.
And I don't know why it wasn't necessarily like that with piano, because I had been playing that for years prior. But like for piano, like I liked playing other people's songs and singing, but I wasn't, I like dabbled in it a little bit, but I wasn't really like finishing songs or doing anything with them.
I think it's
yeah.
different to write on different instruments because I am a pianist as well.
Oh, okay.
That's where my background is.
Yeah.
And piano definitely has a leniency towards like ballads and like sadder songs and slower songs. Not to say that there can't be a fast piano song, but you'll much sooner find a fast guitar song than you will a fast piano song.
Exactly.
And I tend to typically write sadder stuff.
Right.
Just because I enjoy that.
Yeah, no, I understand. Like, yeah, I mean, not that necessarily what I write is sadder, but I definitely get with the piano that it's more like ballady kind of stuff. It's just like, I guess just how the instrument is makes it more, I don't know. It's like that's
Something
what comes from
sure.
it. Yeah.
And then I just recently picked up a guitar.
Oh, okay.
As well, and it's been much easier to write more happy songs.
Yeah.
And it kind of constrains you a little bit, at least in my mind.
Yeah.
Because I can't do bar chords. So
yeah, I struggle with those. I still do, like my wrist and just like the placement, and I definitely am more restricted. Like I can't play as much like complex things
stuff.
on guitar, which that's just like interesting that's what I write on though. Maybe like having the restriction like makes
definitely
it easier because you're not so
all over the place.
Because
with the piano you have all these keys they can select from,
right?
And but guitar, all you really need is to learn 4 or 5 chords.
Yeah.
And you can play in a lot of different keys already.
Exactly. And then you put a capo on and you can change
change it all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I learned. I just like started learning basic chords and how to like move my hands fast enough between them to play a song. And I mean, there's a lot of songs that only have 3 chords or 4 or whatever. And look, there you go. You can play a song. So,
what was the first song that you wrote? Do you remember?
Oh, that's a good question. I feel like I actually did write my first song technically on piano. Well, it was on my keyboard. And I'm trying to remember. Like, I probably did like make up little melodies and stuff prior to that on the piano, but as far as like a full song, it was probably in like 2017 or something. But it's not like now it's not anything I would ever release.
Of course.
It's just like it was I don't even remember like now I'm like, oh, that was bad. Like that was not.
That's probably a good
yeah. I'm like, I don't think that was very good, but I'm trying to remember what it was even about. I don't even remember, honestly.
2017, what time in your life would that have been?
2017, well, I'm trying to think.
I was in college at that point.
Yeah, I had graduated college. I was like 2 years out of college at that point.
Okay.
So like early mid-20s.
What'd you go to college for?
I went to school for psychology.
Oh.
Actually, yes.
Do anything at that?
Not really. I mean, I'm not really. I feel like you get that a lot with, especially the people that I went to school with. Like a lot of the psychology majors were not, like they didn't know what they wanted to do.
Had to pick something, and psychology was there.
And initially my plan was to like go to grad school to get my master's degree, so like I could do therapy or something else, because it's really hard to do anything with a psychology degree just with your bachelor's.
Yep.
It's
something
it's
you have to progress in.
Yeah. But I think like when I was done with school, I was at this point where I was like, I don't know what I want to do, and I don't think I can commit to like going into another program and doing yeah, exactly. I'm like, I just don't think would be a smart idea for me. Yeah, because I actually went to school up in Scranton, because I'm originally from like that sort of that area. I'm from Mountaintop. Nobody really knows where that is if you're not from Mountaintop. But it's like in that general northeast Pennsylvania area. So that's where I grew up. So yeah, when I was done with school, I ended up moving down to this area just because my sister lived here, and I ended up getting a job in the area. So yeah, I've just been like working since then. And then yeah, a few years ago, I was like, I'm really tired of not like doing anything with music. Like I need to do something. Like I need to release music, or I need to start playing like more, like playing out in public. Cause I had never done that. Like as far as original music and playing, like I hadn't done that. I really only sang with groups of people. So, yeah.
What was it like first time singing by yourself out in the crowd?
It's nerve-wracking, especially when you're playing original music, because you can't like hide behind like this is someone else's. Like I didn't write this, like, you know, or if it's
bad, don't judge me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think the first like show that I did, it was outside in New Cumberland. It was like some kind of arts festival, but it was really windy that day. Fun. So stuff like, I think because I actually used my keyboard for that show. And I think like why I can't think of the word of what it's called.
The music stand? Yeah,
the music stand. It blew off. It like fell over. Like my hair was in my face and in my mouth.
Oh, yep.
You know, so like that broke me into the world of playing outside when you can't control the weather. But I mean, besides that, it was fine. But yeah, I still deal with like some stage fright. Really? I definitely, yeah. I think, I don't know if it's because I typically am by myself playing solo, so it's like everything is on me. I don't know, but yeah, I feel like I've gotten better for sure, but I still deal with that to some degree.
And then what time frame would that have been? Would that have been like 20s, 21?
I mean, no, that was no, it was actually like, that show was 2023.
Oh, really?
It was not.
It
was. Yeah, like I started. Well, yeah, my first song I released in 2023, and like shortly after that is when I like started playing out live places. Right. So yeah, it really was not that long ago. Like 2.5 years, maybe, if that.
And so from that point to now, where do you think your greatest strength has been? Like biggest increase?
I think just as far as playing live, or
as far as the whole shebang.
I mean, I've definitely sort of learned more about like the online side of like promoting. It's still a mixed bag.
It's a mixed bag.
It can be all over the place, because sometimes certain things work and then they don't. But I've gotten a little bit better about just trying to like post more, because I feel like the first like couple songs that I released, like I would mention it like a month before, then a week before, and then on the day, and then maybe like a week later I would mention it, and then I wouldn't like really say anything about the song again. And you know, I've learned that, you know, for any new person that's coming across your music for the first time, that's a new song to them.
Yep.
So, you know, even if you're like, okay, like I've already shared this a million times, for someone it might be the first time.
And for someone else, it might just be a repetition of, oh yeah, that song is out. I should listen to it. Right,
exactly. Yeah. So I think just trying to be more consistent and be like, hey, I'm still here. Like I'm here, and yeah.
Because it was really interesting the way that I actually that this podcast came together.
Yeah. Yes.
Was I was apparently already following you on Instagram.
Yes.
Which I follow just about everybody that I can, just because
Yeah.
that's the podcast, nature of it.
Right.
But I was just scrolling on TikTok randomly, and then you came up on my FYP, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, she's in Harrisburg! I should check her out." And
Yeah.
I was already following you on this. Hey,
You know what? That actually happened with someone that I played a show with. It was sort of similar. They found me on TikTok and saw that I was like in Harrisburg or in Pennsylvania somewhere. And they were like, "Oh, I think we followed each other on Instagram then." Or I was already following him, I think. And I was like, "I already know who you are." Like, I'm like, and he's like, "Oh, would you want to do a show together?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, it was just like, I'm like, I already know who you are. But it's just funny that the way he found me was on TikTok. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, like I know people that you've played with and stuff." But I don't know. I probably just put in one of the captions or on the, like, I probably put something about being a Pennsylvania artist, and then I don't know if the algorithm like pushes it out to people that are in your area.
I hope so.
But it's cool. Yeah. It's like cool when you find people that I guess you already kind of,
you were aware of at least.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And so make sure you go follow both of us on TikTok.
Yes. Yeah.
Your
I
TikTok's
post
just
there.
Your username, right? Or just your
It's
name?
Olivia. It's Olivia Basar Music.
It's BASAR.
Yes, that's right.
And you can find me at Cory Rosen Productions on TikTok, or The Story with Cory on TikTok, because I have both of those. Why don't we get into some of your music?
Sure. Yeah.
Which one would you like to start with first? Old Habits?
Yeah, we can start with that one.
Tell me about Old Habits.
Old Habits. Well, that's my most recent single that came out in June, the very end of June of this year. But yeah, that song's basically just about old habits, basically unhealthy coping mechanisms, and kind of thinking that you've moved past them. But like if you're going through a difficult time, you find yourself slipping back into those bad habits, and just kind of trying to
break them.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's take a listen to Bad Habits.
And isn't it funny how
And that was Old Habits by Olivia. So,
Yes.
you want to get into some of these old habits that you used to have?
Old habits. I mean, I guess some of them are still old, or, current habits. I mean, I don't know if there's so much habits, but I mean, just in general, like also having been a psychology major, that kind of just anything with mental health and that kind of stuff has always resonated with me. But yeah, I think at least for this song, a lot of what I was referring to was just like anxiety and depression, and when I'm experiencing those things, tending to withdraw myself and wanting to hide. Yeah, which
bad things.
Yeah, hide and just isolate myself from people.
Which is the thing you should not do the most.
No, if you're feeling that way, you should try to
find somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen to some good music.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, because in general, like I am a more introverted person.
Oh, me too.
So it's I'm definitely I need like my alone time to recharge and all of that stuff. But I do notice, like, if I'm going through a particularly like hard time mentally, that I want to just
shut yourself
shove even more, and I turn everything inward. And
that's the worst.
Yeah, it's just, and then it eats at you. Yeah, and it
Ooh.
Exactly. So
real fun stuff.
So yeah, it's a lot of that had to do with just wanting to like withdraw, and trying to break that cycle and just put myself out there more and try to be around people, because I find that even if before you're like, I don't want to do this, like once you're there and
it gets way better.
It's like once you're there, it's a lot better.
Escaping yourself is often the hardest step, right? Because you feel like you're most comfortable with yourself, but yourself is also the most destructive thing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, a certain amount of like self-reflection and all of that is fine and good, but it gets to a point where it's like you have to get out of your own head. Like you will drive yourself crazy if you don't, if you keep doing it. It's like sometimes you need to go out into the world and experience and just be around people, because it's not always good to just be focusing on your own mental state.
What are some things that you like to do that can help you get out of that?
I mean, I think
for you personally,
I think just talking to people or reaching out to people, also just trying to like just get out of the house, like
any sort of way.
Any sort of way. Like I have a dog, like take him out for a walk. Talk to my dog. Yeah, he doesn't say anything back, but he'll lay there and he'll lay there and listen. I don't know how much listening is going on, but and also I mean writing music also helps a lot.
I think writing in general is something that a lot of people don't take use of.
Yeah, just writing whatever. You could just be writing down in a notebook or whatever.
Have you ever heard of like I forget what exactly it's called, but it's where you sit down with a notebook, don't even think about anything, you just start writing.
Yeah, I forget the word. I know what you're talking about, like free
it's like unconscious writing almost.
Yeah.
But you're not really like thinking about what you're writing. You're just
writing.
Yeah. And you're like kind of letting your subconscious
do the
work for you. And I feel like that's not only is that a great way to songwrite, but it's also a great way to just get whatever you don't realize you're feeling out in the open.
Yeah.
And it releases, it's cathartic.
Oh, yes. 100%. Yeah, you don't sometimes realize until it's like out on paper.
You're like, jeez.
Yeah, this is this is really dark. At least I'm glad now it's like
out there.
Yeah, exactly.
I know of it now.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Call your dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I do. I call my dad whenever I'm having troubles. Not that he knows how to fix it.
Right. But just having
a safe person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad or my fiance. My fiance is probably the first person I would go to.
Right.
Mostly because she's closer.
Right. Right. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
So, how do you songwrite?
My songwriting process, it's kind of, I don't want to say all over the place, but
sometimes it's like that.
Yeah, sometimes it is. I mean, sometimes I'll sit down with my guitar or occasionally my keyboard, and I'll be like, okay, like I'm going to try to write something. Usually it'll just start with me just playing chords or just playing whatever. I don't always have like lyrics or like a concept in mind. Although sometimes it's kind of the opposite, and I'm not like trying to write a song. I'm just doing something else.
Mm-hmm.
And I will just
get things.
Something will pop in my head, like words and a melody of a little part, and I'll just quickly sing it into my phone.
Yep.
And then I will go back to it and try and write a song around it. Because I'm like, oh, like this could really be something, like that's really catchy. I need to like write an actual song around this part. Which usually, like the part that I come up with first, like when it just kind of comes to me like that, it usually ends up being like the chorus of the song.
Mm-hmm.
But it kind of depends. But yeah, I feel like a lot of my good ideas happen when I'm not really trying to write a song, but it does take work to finish the song. Like the initial like idea, like that might come very easily, but then, like figuring out completing it. Yeah. What is this song even about? What am I trying to say? And, what do the rest of the parts of the song sound like? That can take more time. Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, I've had like with certain songs, like those little recordings that I just sing into my phone, like they'll be in there for months or years. Like I've gone back. Yeah. And sometimes I'll just go back and sift through them, and I'm like, oh, like that, I really should write something around that.
And sometimes it might be, oh, that's more relatable to me now.
Right.
Than when I first sang it or said it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's interesting how it can come full circle like that. Mm-hmm. It's like, well, this kind of applies to my life now. Maybe I can actually write a song with it. So,
speaking about circles and stuff, do you happen to spin when you write a song?
Do I spin? Because I'm
Because you have a song named
Spinning. I don't. When I was a kid, I don't know what it was, but I don't know if it's just like something kids do or if I was just like weird, but
I feel like kids like to spin.
Yeah, I would just spin until like I was so dizzy and like fell over. I would do that all the time. And I was just like watching my younger nephew. Well, he's like 5, a few weeks ago. And he was like, he jumped on my back and he's like, and I spun him around. And then he was like, that was so fun. Do it again. And I did it like 2 more times. And I was like, I'm going to throw up. I'm like, I can't. I'm sorry, buddy. Like he loved it, but I'm like, I just can't do that like I used to. Cause I used to love like spinny rides at like amusement parks and stuff too. But I'm not as tolerant of it as I used to be. But yeah. So definitely don't spin when I am writing them.
But you do have a song called Spinning.
I do, yes.
What is that called? What is that about?
Well, that one, basically, I think that was one where I wrote it, and it was, like, I wrote the chorus, like, years prior, and then I went back and finished it. But, yeah, I think that one was basically just, like, me getting my frustration out. It's like there's a line in the song about like someone's always trying to tell you how it is. Basically like someone trying to explain something away to you, And you're like, I already know that. And like, you're just getting really frustrated with them. And they just keep trying to like, it's like, I already know that. And it's kind of just like that feeling of that frustration bubbling up.
Yeah.
And then
I completely get that.
yeah. And then it turned into me like saying I'm spinning out. Like, basically I'm just like going crazy. Like, I need to get away from this person because they're like, it's just driving me crazy that they're, sometimes it's like that feeling where you're just trying to vent and someone's trying to give you like logical advice and it's like, I really don't want to hear that right now.
I don't need solutions.
Yeah, I just need to vent and get this out. Exactly. Yeah.
I've already kind of sort of figured it out in my head. I just
need to
need to tell you.
Yeah.
You need to be quiet.
Exactly. Yeah.
100% get that. Let's take a listen to Spinning.
You always want to tell me how it is, but I don't remember asking for your opinion. Counting down the seconds till it ends, but you always have to get the last word in. I don't want to talk, I don't want to sort it out. I don't want to say the same thing 100 different ways. I don't want to plan, I don't want to learn my lesson. I don't want to hear that you know better. Don't talk to me, I'm not alright. I hate the sound of your voice, it makes me sick and I can't think. Don't talk to me, I'm not alright. I'm not alright. I'm biting on my tongue until it bleeds, but you're too deep in your own world to ever really see. Things will always be just how they'll be. I'm spinning in your orbit and I wanna leave. I don't wanna talk, I don't wanna sort it out. I don't wanna say the same thing 100 different ways. I don't wanna plan, I don't wanna learn my lesson. I don't wanna hear that you know better. Don't talk to me, I'm not alright. I hate the sound of your voice, it makes me sick and I can't think. Don't talk to me, I'm not alright. I'm not alright. I'm spinning, I'm spinning, I'm spinning, I'm spinning, I'm spinning, I'm spinning, I'm spinning. Don't talk to me, I'm not alright. I hate the sound of your voice, it makes me sick and I can't think. Don't talk to me, I'm not alright. I'm not alright. Don't talk to me, I'm not alright. I hate the sound of your voice, it makes me sick and I can't think. Don't talk to me, I'm not alright.
And that was Spinning. So, I've noticed that these are all singles.
Yes. Yes, they are, as we were discussing.
Is there a reason behind that, or is it just how it is?
Yeah, I think at least when I, like, the first song I released, it was just easier for me to do it that way.
I'm sure you were just wanting to get something
Yeah,
out there.
I was kind of at a point where I wanted to start putting out music, and I wanted to do it as soon as I could.
It's
So
helpful to get other gigs. So that way
yeah, just to be like, I have music on streaming
you can
platforms.
hear what I sound like.
Right. So I think that's how it started for me.
Mhm.
Just more out of convenience. Like, I would write the song and then would go and do like get the production done and the recording and then put it out.
You do that yourself?
No, everything that I've recorded or released so far, I worked with a producer out of a studio called Rock Mill Studios in Mechanicsburg.
Yeah, I know what that
Yeah,
is.
they do like other stuff there too, like
They do,
print.
printing
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
yeah,
I got a shirt or two of them.
yeah.
Cool people.
Yeah. So, yeah, because I'm not very, like, the production stuff. Like, I'm not very good.
Can't
Like,
be everything.
at least
right?
the technical part of it. Like, I can have, like, I might have ideas in my head of what I want things to sound like, but I don't know how to execute it necessarily. But yeah, as far as the singles go, I think it's mainly been just like partially convenience and wanting to get songs out. The interesting thing is that, like, I love, like, listening to albums of other artists. So, I mean, ultimately I would want to put out a body of work, whether it's like an EP, a short, like, or a full length album. Cause I love listening to, like, a whole collection of songs from an artist. But yeah, at this point I've just been doing singles mainly because I am trying to, like, figure out songs that work well together, like to put them into something.
That was going to be my next question. Do you think an album is just a collection of songs, or should there be a deeper meaning to an album?
I think it depends, honestly. I mean, I feel like there should be some type of, like,
Through
cohesion,
line,
or, you know, not necessarily that they have to sound or necessarily be
the same, or
yeah,
like, the storyline.
yeah, but I feel like there
should
has to
something that
be,
connects them.
yeah, because I mean, yeah, not every album necessarily is like has like a theme or is
Sure.
A concept. Like, there's concept albums too. I think it kind of just depends on the collection of songs that you have that you're wanting to put together, and
the artist.
yeah, just like where they're at and how they want to present it. Yeah, I think it kind of just depends on a lot of things.
Would that be something you would ever be interested in?
Like doing
Like doing a concept album?
I mean, I totally would. I mean, I have a lot of different ideas and songs that I need to finish and, like, put out still. So I definitely plan to release more than one album.
Do you want to give any hints, or?
I mean, I don't have any, like, definitive plans
Sure.
at this point. I've just been kind of doing a lot of writing
What about, like, subject
at this
matter?
point. I feel like a lot of the stuff I've been writing is pretty personal lately. Just kind of like relationships and like a lot of it is just like not necessarily like about dating, but just kind of the struggles of like being in your, like, I'm 32, so
Would have never guessed that, by the way.
yeah. So it's like, it's weird. Like, I don't know. It's just strange. Like when like in your third, because like, you know, I suppose I thought like by this time I would have
had settled down.
yeah, exactly. And it's just like, no, that's not, you know, how it's gonna work for you. But just kind of navigating that and like my emotions and, you know, also dealing with other people's emotions and their like emotional baggage or whatever. So yeah,
simple as people make it seem.
No,
As
it's
simple as a
not.
Disney movie.
No. And I feel like as you get older, it's just like people have
harder
more
and harder,
stuff
yeah.
because people just have
Have,
more
like, more life,
experience.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like at this point. But, you know, it is definitely therapeutic for me to write about it. It just kind of helps me process that stuff. So, yeah, it's definitely been, I feel like, more like personal.
Well, speaking about personal.
Personal.
Speaking about personal, you have a song called "Closer to Me," or "Close to Me."
Close to me, yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
What's close to you?
Close to, well, that song, it's funny that it's close to me because that song is kind of about like freaking out when someone's close, like being like fearful when like you're opening up to someone.
So the vulnerable stage.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of have said like different things with this song. Like I feel like there could be double meanings because I feel like
It's always a good thing.
the time that I wrote it was like around the end of a relationship, and it was like, you know, like that feeling of just being like withdrawing and like the chorus is like, I think I like the quiet too much and it scares me when you're close. So it's
That's dark.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean
What a line.
yeah, you could say that. So basically like feeling like you could feel it, the relationship deteriorating, and then you're kind of withdrawing, and it's like it's harder for you to be vulnerable with them. But I feel like it could also be like at the beginning when you're getting to know someone and you're afraid to open up and be vulnerable.
For fear of rejection.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And just like showing yourself, like that vulnerability can be scary. So
Absolutely. Let's listen to "Close to Me" by Olivia.
It's been 2 weeks, your mind is racing, and I'm hell-bent on changing the subject. Turn it all in on myself. It's an acquired skill, and the distance is growing thicker. Hide behind shows and videos, but when the silence sets in for the night, I've got nowhere to go. I think I like the quiet too much, and
And that was Close to Me by Olivia. So what's next for you? You have some upcoming gigs?
I do. So I believe next month, I'm trying to remember the date. I'm actually playing in State College.
Ooh.
Yeah, someone...
You have not had the best year in football.
Yeah, no, they haven't. I know. My family, they're fans, and they have not been happy.
Now they have the Eagles.
Yeah.
Go Cowboys.
I don't watch sports really, so I'm just
they blew a 21 lead for the third time this season.
Oh no!
I
mean,
care
I've
about
been
football,
hearing,
but I just find it really funny because people get so worked up. And my dad likes the Cowboys, so I'll have to call him and say,
"There you
good
go,
job, Dad."
Yeah.
They won't win the Super Bowl, but at least they beat the Eagles.
At least they beat the Eagles.
So, gig at college.
Yes. I think it's Zeno's Pub, I believe it's called. But they're doing like a it's like a solo like artists night like every Monday.
Ooh.
Of every week, I guess. I don't know how long they're doing it, but they reached out to me to do that. So I think that's December 15th. I'll be playing there. And then I'm also playing, someone reached out to me. I forget the name. I think they do it's like kind of like DIY house shows, but they have like a bunch of like pigs. I don't know if it's a farm, but it's like it looks really cool. Like they've done shows there before. And that's in January.
And you can find all that stuff on your Instagram.
If I'll be
Website?
posting.
Do you have a website?
I have like you can just go to my Instagram, but yeah, I have like a Bandzoogle page with links and stuff. My Instagram it's just Olivia Basar Music. It's the same as my TikTok.
Oh, there you go. That's
Yes.
Always got to be consistent across profiles.
That's right. Yeah, that's what they say. You do the same
You should.
Username, the same profile picture.
Yep. I don't do that.
Yeah. One thing at a time.
One thing at a time.
Yeah.
So now we're just going to get into a time where of questions that I like to ask everybody. And the first one is, what is one of the funniest or worst things that's ever happened to you on stage?
Oh. The funniest or worst? I'm trying to think. I mean, I know that show that I mentioned where my stuff, my stand blew over and my hair was in my mouth. So that was really distracting.
Probably definitely one of them.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
I could tell you one of mine.
Sure.
Harrisburg Beach Club.
Oh.
I had a gig there, and it was in the middle of the dog days of summer.
Oh yeah.
And they had us on the balcony there, and the lights were on, right by the river, and every bug you could ever think was right there.
Oh no.
And so I was playing the piano. I was squishing bugs as I played the piano.
Yeah.
The singer, thank God I wasn't singing. Thank God I wasn't singing. He was getting bugs every now and then.
Probably in his mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Eyes. Yeah. I don't think I've had to deal with bugs. I've played in the summer outside, and it was really hot, and I think I wore a light shirt, and it was just sweat through the whole thing. I'm like, someone was like, just pour a water bottle on yourself, and then it'll just all look the same color. Yeah, those are the only two. I mean, I guess I've been somewhat fortunate.
You'll get there.
Yeah, I'm sure something more embarrassing will happen at some point.
What do you think is one of the worst mistakes that maybe you've made in your own life in terms of songwriting, and how do you think we can learn from that, or when it comes to performing or whatever?
I'm trying to think. As far as, I mean, anything that there's always when I look back at my first couple songs, I'm like, oh, I would have done that. Probably would have done that differently now,
sure.
Kind of thing. I don't necessarily think I regret releasing them because it was just a necessary step.
Yeah, and you gotta release bad songs.
Yeah. there's certain songs I'm like, I don't know, like I could have just written that better. Like the songwriting isn't my best writing.
And that you'll find that,
But
as long as you don't stop releasing music,
you're gonna think that
you're
about.
gonna think that about every.
Yeah,
You should at
yeah,
least.
yeah.
I mean, it's always good to be like, well, that song is a really good song. I really like that song.
Right.
But in order to show growth, you should be able to look back and be like, well, I could have done this better. That was a little bit wordy. That
Right.
Stuff like that. Like, I should have dropped those words because
Right.
they don't mean anything.
Right.
They don't add anything. That's what I've been learning a lot from.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's cool too to see that growth in an artist.
Yeah.
It's more interesting to see the growth, versus someone that's, I mean, if you're amazing, like prolific songwriter right off the bat, then that's awesome. But
sure, yeah, be a prodigy by
yes,
yourself.
yeah, but not all of us are like that.
No.
Most of us probably aren't.
And it's a skill, right?
Yeah,
Songwriting
you have
is a skill. You have to do it.
It's like a muscle.
Times.
Yeah.
And there's no way every single song you ever write. Like the Beatles wrote tons of songs, half of which we probably have never heard.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know what I mean? And clearly every one of the Beatles songs wasn't a hit.
Right.
And so you just have to keep trucking.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, you just got to you just learn as you go and get better as you go.
So with that, what maybe is one of the things that you wish you had known when you first started that you know now?
Probably, I don't know. Maybe just like the kind of like making connections part. I mean, I didn't really have a way of knowing that beforehand.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, just like trying to like network and, if you're at a show, like go up to the people afterwards and be
Stick
like,
around a little bit,
hey,
yeah.
like
what'd
you were
think?
great, or like whatever the case is.
I feel like a lot of beginners don't realize that sticking around after a show or just basic networking, just saying, hi, I'm so-and-so,
Yeah.
I thought you were really great. I mean,
Yeah.
and even if you're an introvert, I know that's scary.
Yeah, it's
to do
not like
that.
my natural like
Right.
inclination, but
But just to do that simple step
Yeah.
is more than not doing anything.
exactly.
And you never know who you're going to meet. I always say, be nice to everybody because you never know
Right.
where your next opportunity is going to come from.
Right.
If you play to a crowd that's only one, who knows who that one person can,
Right.
can
They
be.
know.
They
Yeah.
can be your best fan
Right,
and then bring
right.
2 people to your
Right,
next show or whatever
right,
and, snowball from there.
Right.
So you never know who's watching, you never know who's listening, you never know who's actually paying attention, and so you
Yeah.
always should be professional, be nice, be kind.
Yeah.
But definitely networking is probably the best thing you can do for yourself, especially if you want to get more opportunities.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of just like a learning curve, I guess.
Yeah.
You just learn as you go, and I'm still learning, but I feel like that's just kind of part of the process.
And you'll never stop learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's always something new to learn,
Exactly.
especially with all this technology coming out.
Oh, yes. Yes. Lots to learn.
Lots to learn,
Yes.
lots to be acclimated to.
Yes.
2 last questions. What is one of your biggest influences
Like musically. I would say I actually I feel like I reference her a lot. But I really love Vanessa Carlton.
That's
1,000 Miles.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. I feel like just because I like had such a she's released like several albums since then, and
of
like her
course,
newer
yeah.
music it's a lot different, I would say. But I feel like just like when I found her music for the first time, I kind of like grew up with her music, so I just have this like special connection with it, and you know, it's kind of corny. I actually, like, I've seen her live a few times and, like, met her at a meet and greet, and, like, my mom was with me, and, like, I started crying because my mom started telling her, like, oh, you're such an inspiration to my daughter, and I'm just like, this is so embarrassing. But yeah,
what mom's for.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I just feel like I kind of, like, grew up with her music. So yeah, I feel like that has definitely influenced me musically. And also, I would often, with my piano lessons when I was a kid, I would bring her songs to my piano teacher, and I would be like, I want to play and sing contemporary songs, which was not, like, the normal thing in piano lessons. Like, and thankfully my piano teacher was very open to that.
Good.
Yeah, she was very open to that. So I was lucky
That's how you
that
keep a student, by the way.
yeah, exactly. I was like, I want to learn this, and then I think I did it at a recital one time. But yeah, I would say her, and I'm trying to think, like, as far as other, like, more recent artists that I've discovered. I really love Mitski.
That's a name I haven't heard.
Yeah. Mitski's an artist. I feel like she, like, every album that she does is, like, very different. Like, her first couple albums were more piano based, and then she kind of went into, like, this grungy rock, like, very, like, grungy sounding, and then she kind of got more into, like, synthy poppy stuff, and then her last album was more, like, kind of Americana, like, folk country influences. So it's kind of interesting to see, like, just, like, the range of stuff she puts out. And I feel like I was listening to her a lot too when I first started writing, and I don't know, I just always have loved her music. So yeah.
One last question. Who do you think has been your biggest supporter, like your foundation of your music career?
Biggest supporter. I mean, I would probably, I mean, sorry, I'm
Open
hearing
mic is getting
things.
ready.
I'm hearing
getting ready in the
things.
background.
Um,
It's funny.
I'm trying to think. I mean, for sure, like my parents,
Sure.
you know, they're always supportive and want to know, like, new music. Like, they want to share it with everybody, tell everybody about it.
It's always good.
Yeah. And also just, like, I feel like random people on the internet that I don't, you know what I mean? Like, just like
It's been
radio people that, and they're just, like, always supportive, always sharing my stuff, you know, always, like, we're excited to hear what's next. Yeah, it's cool to, like, know that you've reached people that you don't even know necessarily in real life, and they're
care.
yeah, and they're genuinely interested in what you're doing, and they want to know when your next song's coming out, if you're playing a show, if, you know, whatever it is. So yeah, I feel like it's kind of a mix of things, but yeah, sometimes I feel like strangers give you a lot of support.
Oh yeah, definitely. Strangers probably give you more support than some of your friends.
Yeah,
do.
yeah, it's true. I mean, it's true. I don't know if it's because, like, those people are close to you or they knew you before maybe
It's
you were
probably
doing
what it was.
music.
Yeah,
it's
like,
just
oh,
kind
it's
of
just-
like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's just Olivia doing her
right,
yeah.
doing her
Doing
thing.
her thing. She does it all the time.
Yeah, she does this all the time.
Yeah. Don't mind her.
Yeah, don't mind her. It's fine. You can just drown her out in the background. But no, yeah, I feel like it's kind of a mix. But yeah, a lot of the times it's people that you don't know that just they find your music and they just kind of root for you from afar, from the internet, through the internet.
Well, if you want to root for Olivia, one more time, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram. My username is Olivia Basar Music. Also, Facebook. It's just my name, Olivia Elizabeth Basar. You can find all my links and announcements there.
With all that said, my name is Corey Rosen, and I want to give a big shout out to the SRCC. This place is a nonprofit for musicians, artists, podcasters, all the things. We're actually having our open mic right now in about 30 minutes and to an hour. So none of you will see that in time to make any sort of plans. But you can always come out every Tuesday. They have their signups online and they fill up quickly. So be sure to come out and sign up. We actually are starting to offer to record your sets at the open mics. So
very cool.
if you really want to get a decent, good live recording of some of your songs, here's the place to do it. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, with all that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Probably stuffing.
You know what? I just had some of the best stuffing today.
I I used to not like it when I was younger.
Me too.
And now I'm like, no, give me the stuffing.
I used to hate stuffing and mashed potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my gosh, anymore, now the most delicious thing I've ever had.
Yep. I love stuffing.
I hope you guys get a lot of Thanksgiving food and bulking up for the winter.
yes, for hibernation.
For hibernation.
Yes.
And we will see you guys later. Goodbye.
Bye.